Hey guys, what's up? I wanted to come at you and share a few things, few thoughts that I have live. You're getting a different view from my kitchen angle. Sadly, I have to keep those blinds closed or the shades, whatever the heck they are. I don't know, whatever they are. I have to keep them closed because my dogs are crazy and that faces a street. And if there's a car that goes by, they want to bark a lot. But anyway, so as I'm making my lunch, I was thinking about nutrition and I wanted to share with you because I love sharing the awesome things that are happening in my group. And the current group I'm running right now, it's been fantastic. I know I've said this a bazillion times, but like literally, that light is super annoying. I'm sorry. It's just going to be annoying. So anyway, literally that group is working out 4 days a week. And today is one of our rest days. And they're working so hard, but my friend Jill and I, who are running this group together, we spent a lot of time this week focusing on nutrition, because the reality is if they follow the nutrition, they're going to get results. Especially with this 4-day week kind of format. And some of the things that are coming out of this group already, some of the things that these women and men are already sharing. And it's one of my favorite things to actually hear when people start focusing on their nutrition. When they break it down and they look at what they're supposed to be eating, my favorite thing to hear is, oh my gosh, that's so much food. Yes, we need to eat food. We need to eat food to fuel our bodies properly, but even for weight loss, it saddens me and makes me annoyed and frustrated and angry when people think that in order to lose weight, they have to cut out all sorts of crazy calories and eat like no food. Because the reality is, you need to eat food, you need to eat a lot of food, but you need to eat the proper foods in order to lose weight. Yes, it is important, like calories, and the types of calories that you're putting in your body matter. But we just have this warped perception of what that means. People think that in order to lose weight, they've got to cut out like all these carbs. Well, the first problem is people don't understand carbs. People don't understand what is a carb, what's a good carb, what's a carb that maybe you want to avoid. They just say we got to cut out carbs. No, if you want to lose weight, you need to gain muscle. You need to gain lean muscle. You need carbs for some of that. Because the reality is, and the reason that this program that I'm doing right now is so darn effective, even at 4 days a week, is because there is a heavy lifting component followed by a high intensity interval training component. So you're torching your muscles and you're building them, and then you're getting that calorie burn. But the beauty of building muscle is that even at rest, even when you're no longer working out, the more muscle you have in your body, the more it is constantly burning calories. This is why lifting weights is so important. I see over and over again, I follow a couple different people on Instagram and I'm seeing them saying, I'm ready to start to drop weight. I'm going to cut carbs and do just straight cardio. And that is like exactly the opposite of what you want to do. So that's one of my favorite things to hear in the group is when people are like, oh my gosh, that's so much food. I can't possibly eat that much food. And I have to say, figure it out and just keep eating it. Like just eat more food. For me, that's never a problem. The other thing that was awesome to read this morning, because every day we do a check-in of our food for accountability purposes, and to also see what other people are eating so that you don't get bored with what you're doing and you can get ideas. But one of the comments that I saw was somebody who normally doesn't eat a lot anyway was saying how hungry she is. Like she can't believe how hungry she actually is because yes, her body is working in a totally new way than it was working before, which is really exciting to me because her metabolism is starting to change and she's going to start to see changes in her body. So I just wanted to share with you this week, my group is specifically focusing in on nutrition. The first week, we made sure that everybody understood the workouts, the format, that they figured out their calendar, that they understood that it is only 4 days a week. So to plan accordingly, if something came up, they didn't have to stress out about fitting their workout and they could just move it to the next day as long as they got enough rest in. And so once they understood that format and they figured out their sweet spot when they were working out and they got into a rhythm, week 2, we really dialed in the nutrition. And that's where we're at now. And again, the nutrition side is where the big changes happen in our bodies. The nutrition side is where we really begin to feel alive and feel healthy and feel well. And if you're struggling figuring out that nutrition piece, don't do it on your own. Because we get a lot of misinformation. The reality is you need a plan. My friend and I did a really incredible video about for our group specifically about the 2 different plan options that we have for them to follow. One specifically came with this program and it was designed to go with this program. The other one specifically came from our company that can be adapted for any program. And so we've got people doing both of these different plans. Very similar overall in the types of foods they're eating in the day, but kind of a different way to look at it, a different way to count it, a different way to track it. But the reality is, regardless of what people are choosing, they're getting results because they're planning, they're tracking. And that's key. When we don't have a plan, that's when we struggle. If you want to do like an Atkins thing, whatever, like just make sure you follow, like whatever your plan is, follow it. Like I'm not saying you should be doing, any of those kind of things, but where people, they struggle because they say, I want to do a little bit of this one. I want to do a little bit of this one. I want to do a little bit of that one. And then there's no real plan. Or I hear from people all the time, I eat healthy. What does that even mean? What does it mean to eat healthy? Like I'm genuinely asking. Because some people say, well, I eat healthy foods. Well, great. But do you eat like the right amount of healthy foods? Because let me tell you, when I started breaking it down and I looked at just because I love me some cashews. I was going to say I love me some nuts, and that just doesn't sound good. But I love me some cashews, right? Well, dude, you can't be eating like a bowl full of cashews. You know how many calories and how much fat and all that is. I mean, it's crazy. My friend shared in our group, she loves avocados, but she was eating a full avocado every day. Well, that's like 4 times the amount of fat she should be eating. Like, yes, avocados are healthy, but she was eating it way out of portion and out of proportion to what her body needed. The other thing that I'm finding in our group already is I had a great conversation with somebody yesterday about energy level, and she was looking at some of the additional supplements that we have that can get added to her shake to help with her energy level mid-afternoon. And so we got to talk about it a little bit. She's like, because I am just so exhausted right now by the afternoon. So we then had the next conversation was, okay, this is a great supplement. This is an awesome help, but where are you in your nutrition? Are you feeling hungry middle of the day? Are you eating all of what you're supposed to eat in the day? Like, let's look at those things. Are you drinking enough water? Are you staying properly hydrated? All of those things factor into the energy level. So while I absolutely don't have any issue with the supplement we were talking about, it's one that I've used in the past, comes from my company, so I would never discourage somebody from purchasing, right? But the reality was, she might not need it. She may just need to tweak what she's doing in her nutrition, and that's how important nutrition is. So anyway, I wanted to share that was the focus of our group, but my food is ready, and I'm hungry, so I want to eat it up because I get to eat. I'll show you what I'm eating. Well, I'll just tell you. I'm eating a veggie burger, some roasted Brussels sprouts, and a baked sweet potato. That's lunch today. Dinner's going to be a little bit veggie or heavy. I'll probably have a nice big salad. I've got some kale. I've got some tofu. I've got some mushrooms, some onion. Just toss together a big salad, and I may throw some quinoa over it because I'll be able to have another healthy carb in my day. So anyway, that's all I got for you. I know I babbly, but if you need help figuring some of this out and you're ready to take that next step forward, let's talk. Let's figure out a good plan for you because we've got some incredible plans and we've got incredible support. I want to be here to help you figure it out because the reality was I needed it and I couldn't figure it out on my own and I was too stubborn and prideful and didn't really know where to go for help. So I'm here to help you. All right, guys, you have a good one.